In software, if you run out of memory, the system crashes. In civilization, if you run out of sand, the physical world stops. We think of sand as infinite, a background asset. But in 2026, sand has become the most contested resource on the planet. This isn't just dirt. It's the backbone of our world, the primary ingredient in concrete, glass, and silicon chips. And right now, it's at the center of a $350 billion heist, the black market value of stolen sand, rivaling global crime empires. For our viewers in the USA, China, and Canada, this isn't a developing world problem. The glass in your high-rise, the screen in your hand, and the foundation of your cities, they're all part of a supply chain that's being hijacked by criminal syndicates operating in the shadows, dredging rivers dry, bribing officials, and funneling blood sand into your world. It's not distant chaos. It's the crack in your foundation, the glitch in the system. And it's happening now. But why sand? Why not the endless deserts? Now let's debug the core issue. The hardware layer starts with grain geometry. Why can't we just scoop from the Sahara? Desert sand is wind-eroded, grains too round, like smooth spheres. They slide past each other, no grip. River sand? Water-eroded, angular, jagged edges that lock in place. It's the difference between chaos and structure. Without those edges, your concrete crumbles. Think of it as building with ball bearings instead of Lego bricks, no bond, no strength. River sand is the hardware that powers concrete's compressive strength. Now, the physics, the silica bond. Cement and angular sand react chemically. Calcium hydroxide meets silica, forming calcium silicate hydrate, the gel that binds it all. It's the literal skeleton holding up our cities. Without jagged edges, no reaction, no hold. It's a system error at the atomic level. This bond builds everything, from the silicon in your devices to the foundations of empires. In 2026, as rivers run dry, this hardware is failing. But the heist? That's the protocol layer, where the syndicates hack the system. We've got the hardware. Now, the protocol, the logic of the heist. It starts with the routes. Singapore's the nexus, importing billions of tons to expand its empire. Case study, Singapore. They've bloated their land by 25%, all on imported sand. But much of it, stolen. Enter the sand mafia, not petty thieves. These are precision networks. They dredge under cover of darkness, bribe port authorities, and slip past government firewalls. Then, they launder it, mixing black market sand into your skyscrapers and roads. But every heist leaves bugs. Dredging isn't just theft, it's sabotage. The 2026 UN report calls it global water bankruptcy. Dredging guts riverbeds, lowering water tables by meters, crippling filtration. Rivers can't clean themselves anymore. Saltwater creeps in, poisoning aquifers. 1 billion lives on the edge. It's a cascade failure, eroded ecosystems, lost livelihoods, all for a quick pour of concrete. The protocol is cracked, but we can patch it. Mitigation protocols incoming. The system's compromised. Time for mitigation, the software patches to rewrite the code. Solution A, M-Sand. Crush granite and basalt into artificial sand. It's engineered precision, zero silt, uniform grains. A clean install over nature's mess. Engineers note, 20% stronger than river sand. In 2026, it's scaling globally. Solution B, geopolymer concrete. Cementless, using fly ash and slag byproducts. The science, industrial waste activated into a tough binder. Fire-resistant to 800 degrees Celsius. And a 70% lower carbon footprint. It's not just strong, it's sustainable. Solution C, urban mining. Recycle the old to build the new. Why dredge a river when you can mine a 50-year-old structure? Turn waste into resource. M-Sand boosts strength 20%. GPC slashes emissions 70%. RCA recycles 80% waste. These aren't hacks, they're upgrades. In 2026, they're the firewall against collapse. But fixes cost and create opportunity. Next, the economic layer. Patches in place. Now, the economic layer where crisis meets capital. This is where the lucrative business of the future lies, turning sand scarcity into profit. Investment case, the pivot to ESG-compliant building. No more blood sand for big agencies in the USA and Europe. Enter blockchain, digital passports for minerals, proving your sand is clean. It's becoming mandatory. Traceable chains win. Fraud drops 90%. Markets soar. As a systems engineer, I scan for single points of failure. Our river sand reliance? The ultimate bug. Synthetics aren't eco-fluff, they're survival code. The future is built on a heist. But we can pivot, rewrite the protocol, patch the economy. It's time to upgrade the system. Stay briefed. Subscribe for more. The world runs on sand, or what's next? Rewrite the code before it crashes.